In 1500 BCE, Babylonians and Egyptians built water clocks, silent machines ticking in the background of the ancient world. Fast forward to 1776, James Watt's rotary motion steam engine remodernized the modern world. And today, a student just uses ChatGPT to do their homework in a matter of seconds. All of this is automation. But what does it really mean? According to the International Society of Automation, automation is the process of making a technique, a process, or an apparatus operate automatically. Simply put, it's about making things happen without us being there. Quite frankly, it's everywhere. I automate a lot of my stuff, and the odds are you probably do too. Lately, automation and AI have been going hand in hand. I have been amazed by the powers of AI. Its wording, its speed, its accuracy, it all amazes me. As a result, I am able to leverage it into my own personal life. As you can see, I have been an avid user of ChatGPT, a generative AI which is able to read through tens and hundreds of sources and provide me with the best information possible. As a result, I'm able to become a better student and learn more about my personal interests, like cycling. However, recently, I had an incident which changed my point of view. So I was preparing for my economics exam, and I was doing some past paper questions, and I stumbled upon a question which I simply couldn't figure out. So what did I do? Like any good student, I went to my go-to generative AI, ChatGPT. I plugged in the question, it gave me an answer. Perfect wording, perfectly structured. You will get full marks. But that is where I found an issue. I read through the response, and I thought to myself, no IGCSE student would ever write a response like this. So I asked it, please make it more human. Make it sound like a student wrote it. But the more I tried, the more I struggled. So we went back and forth. But that's when I came to an understanding. This is just an algorithm that just learns from the characteristics of its data. It's not had a single lived human experience. It doesn't understand the beautiful imperfection of a human writing an exam under pressure where the clock is just ticking away. It doesn't understand the stress of understanding a concept the night before an exam and just feeling the satisfaction after finally getting it. And that's the paradox. This dream of effortless results can feel hollow. And this hollowness echoes at a much larger scale. We are told that AI is being used by businesses to make decisions and even do tasks that are traditionally managed by humans. In the manufacturing sector, robotics, data analytics, and other forms of machinery have already been well integrated, and this has allowed them to produce at a higher standard. This sounds like a dream, right? Faster production, cheaper production, and improved standard of products. But this dream does not come without a cost. According to credible sources, we've all seen the statistics. They throw a number in the millions, saying that these many people are going to lose their jobs. And it's just easy to glaze over these statistics. However, I believe that these statistics have a story to tell. They each represent an individual who thought they had a set career path, but now they're running against a machine they simply can't outrun. As with everything, there are two sides to the coin as well. For the plus side, it allows firms to reduce their operational costs and does wonders for the entrepreneurs who bear the risk of investing in automation. In fact, it also creates demand for industries like STEM and healthcare, where its demand is expected to grow by up to 30% by the year 2030. However, this can also increase income inequality. This is because automation is really good at doing the low-skill jobs. And you might ask, why is this an issue? The issue lies in the fact that the less privileged often has less opportunities to higher education. As a result, they are left with such professions. And if automation takes these jobs, they're going to struggle to find employment. However, on the plus side, once again, according to the World Economic Forum, up to 12 million more jobs are expected to be created than that are being replaced by AI. So this leaves us with the question, what jobs are we going to be left with? Are we going to be left with the jobs that just have our human characteristics? Or is it just the jobs that AI just hasn't figured out how to do yet? And that's where we need to redefine the dream. The dream should not be about replacing us. It should be amplifying us. A prominent figure who believes greatly in this dream is Elon Musk. He believes in this thing called Optimus robots, which will allow him to manufacture his goods much more quickly. He believes by the end of this year, these Optimus robots will be working in his factories in the numbers in the thousands. And by the end of 2030, there will be millions of these robots working for him. That's a lot of robots, right? But what do we take away from this? We take away that we're entering a more automated world, and we have to embrace the change. Another figure who believes strongly in this dream is Jensen Huang, the CEO of NVIDIA. He believes we are entering an era of physical AI, where AI can act, plan, and reason. I completely agree with this statement. We are entering an era where AI has to be used and has to be embraced. But I believe this tool still needs nurturing. Think about it like this. The water clock did not reduce our need to be on time. It just allowed us to focus on other things. The steam engine did not reduce our need to travel. It allowed us to explore lands more. As an individual who believes technology is a powerful catalyst for change, I believe this dream can and should be pursued. But it shouldn't come at the cost of the common man or the less privileged. So, how do we get there? I believe you have to start by empowering our youth. We have to restructure our education systems, having greater emphasis on critical thinking, digital literacy, and creativity. These are the skills our children of today need for a more automated tomorrow. We also need to support our workers by redeploying them into jobs that are less likely to be automated and teaching them how to leverage upcoming technologies and become better workers. This will reduce the socioeconomic drawbacks of automation. The dream shouldn't be having no work. It should be having better work. Work that is more human, more empathetic, more relatable. To conclude, I believe this dream is a really good dream and should be pursued. But we have to ensure that we strike a balance between the good and the bad. If we find the balance, this can be a perfect dream to come true. Thank you.